A pleasant day to each and everyone. We're here to discuss our assigned topic, which is the Unit 6 Lesson 3 entitled The Practice of Blended Learning. But before that, let me ask first a refresher or a question that opens a bit scope towards our topic. So, share at least 3 ways on how you interact in your class during this pandemic time. Then comment your answer in a Google Meet comment box by which it serves as your attendance or additional points in today's session. So, what is blended learning or ano nga ba ang blended learning? So, pag sinabi nating blended learning, ito ay kombinasyon ng modular online, offline at traditional class. Examples of modular online, offline are e-books, web-based materials, instructional videos, and etc. Sa traditional class naman ay yung face-to-face class. However, educational technologies and practitioners emphasize that blended learning allows the utilization of pedagogical strategies and approaches in the teaching and learning process with the aid of web-driven instructional resources. So simply, we as a future educator must seize the importance or the essence of pedagogical strategies and approaches kasi ang word na pedagogy clearly as well as broadly covers the various aspects of teaching, and there are many moving parts of it that includes the teaching styles, feedbacks, and assessment. So without that, the process or the flow of effective learning as well as the web-driven instructional resources kay maruwen. So now, we will move on to the next slide. So there are 4 models of blended learning. These are the rotational model and its 4 subcategories, the flex model, the a la carte model, and the enriched virtual model. According to Horn and Stocker, these 4 models of blended learning are illustrated on the figure below along with the foremost point of blended learning. So first is the rotation model. So in this model, learners were asked to rotate on a fixed schedule based on your discretion as a teacher. This rotation should be done between various learning modalities and at least one is online learning. So this means that as a teacher, atong responsibility ang mag-fix or mag-create og schedule timetable that fix for each 2 education delivery methods. Then the students will straightforwardly manage the amount of time that is given in the schedule or timetable for each education delivery methods. In addition, there are 3 foremost characteristics in rotation model. The first is that the online teaching will be tailored to the students' individual needs. The second component is that collaborative work in school groups will be encouraged by the teachers. The final one is that both independent and collaborative learning will feature in the rotation model. So, mao ni ang nakadistinct sa rotation model sa any other models in blended learning. So, there are 4 subcategories in the rotational model. First is the rotation station. So, in this rotation model, learners rotate within the classroom or in a group of classrooms. Learner will rotate in all stations, not only those assigned to them. It adheres in blending approach as learners can actually experience this method within the class, despite being in a traditional classroom setting. In doing this, learners are grouped in Collaborative Learning Station or CLS. So, pag sinabi nating CLS, in every station, there are learning centers located around the classroom where students spend time doing specific tasks collaboratively. So, each center has a different task or goals. So, ang station rotation widely emphasizes the essence of student-centered and differentiated learning. So now we will move on to the next slide, which is all about the lab rotation. So in this rotation model, learners rotate in a computer laboratory or in a multimedia room, especially for online learning stations. Learners who are responsible enough may do this model with no longer schedules, as rotation may take longer time. So in short, the lab rotation model is just like the station rotation that allows the students to rotate through station on a fixed schedule. However, in this case, online learning occurs only in the computer laboratory or in the multimedia room. Next is the flipped classroom model. So in this rotation model, learners work for their online learning in an off-site place for their bring home tasks and will attend brick and mortar campus for a teacher-guided face-to-face activities. Contents are mainly delivered online, which differ from some model that only utilizes online medium for bring home tasks. Kaning flip classroom model kay nag-base sa idea sa traditional teaching. However, it is inverted in the sense that what is normally done in class is naka-reverse or naka-switch with that which is normally done by the student out of class. Thus, instead na ang students maminaw sa lecture in class and then going home to work on a set of assigned problem, they prefer to read a course literature and assimilate lecture material through videos at home and engage in teacher-guided problem-solving, analysis, and discussion in class. The last one is the individual rotation. So, in this rotation model, learners are given freedom on what rotation to take based on their availability. So, individualized schedules for each learner is expected to design their own schedule or be given by the assigned teacher. So, in this model, students are free to choose between the various station and learning opportunities. But ang kalayan lang ani sa any other rotation models is that the students aren't necessarily rotate to every station. So each student has an individualized playlist of activities and only rotates to the station or modalities identified on their personalized schedule that is determined by the teacher or in software algorithm. So now we will move on to the next type of blended learning, which is the flex model. So in this model, online task serves as a mainstream source of learning, though learners are asked to perform offline activities. Flexibility of schedules among the learning modalities will be provided as learning may individualize and customize mobility. Moreover, the role of teachers supplements online learning on a regular basis. So, in other words, this model of blended learning allows the students to freely decide in how, what, when, and where they learn through the utilization of internet connectivity as well as the technology. Then, ang role sa teacher kay mag-provide og support and instruction when they are needed.